Committee on Parole is called to order. The time is 10:11 a.m. Members of the panel are Paralyzed, Tony Marabella, and Sharon also who will be chairing. Our remote location is at David Wade. Would the staff at David Wade please introduce themselves?
Warden Jerry Goodwin.
Crystal Seymour.
Lieutenant Colonel Malcolm.
That's everyone.
Thank you. We are ready for our first case. Would the offender please introduce yourself for the record, stating your name and DOC number?
John J. Hall, 95572.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Let me explain the process to you. First, I will read information into the record, then the board will conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we will allow the participants who have indicated to speak to have their input. We have two who are here in opposition and both will be speaking. We have Mr. Darren McGee, victim, and Ms. Marion Lewis, victim. At the end, Mr. Hall, you'll be allowed to make a brief statement before the board votes. Do you understand the process, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is a case for John Hall, DOC number 95572, date of birth, February 21st, 1944, classified as a second felony offender, offense manslaughter, sentencing date, February 20th, 2002, sentenced to a total of 40 years. Parole date, September 18, 2016, good time, not eligible, full term, September 17, 2036. Is this information correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Granazzo.
Thank you. Excuse me. Good morning, Mr. Hall.
Morning.
Mr. Hall, this is a rehearing for you, right? You appeared before a parole committee before,
Yes, ma'am.
and I think I sat on that panel in 2018. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want to just get some information into the record, sir. How old are you?
78.
78? And
Yes.
how long have you been in jail on this manslaughter conviction?
Ever since 1996, ma'am.
Is that 25 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were originally charged with second-degree murder, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But you pled part of a plea, you pled to manslaughter?
Well, ma'am, I went to trial. It was a mistrial. Then they came back to me with manslaughter charge. I went to trial. It was a mistrial.
Did you plead guilty
Right.
to manslaughter? When they came back for the second trial, that's what she's asking. Did you take the plea bargain?
I took the plea bargain.
Okay. Thank you for your help, Warden Goodwin.
Yes, ma'am.
And so how old were you at the time of the crime?
54, 55, somewhere along there.
And tell us about what actually happened.
Man, that's been a long time ago.
Well, I know you remember some of the details, so tell Ms. Finazza the details that you remember.
That you remember, yeah.
John.
Okay. It's just that all of it was just a nightmare then at the time being. I just don't hardly remember anything. It was just, it's just one of those things that's happened.
The victim was your girlfriend at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
There's some information in the record that I read that y'all were kind of playing. You and she played with the record says sneak attacks.
Yes, ma'am. Things like that. And, well, she be at home sometime by herself at night, and I work at night. And I was trying to show her how to protect herself, things like that, when somebody sneak up on, things like that. So that's what
That's what happened. That's what was going on when the crime was committed.
yes, ma'am. I was, trying to show her how to protect herself. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, Mr. Hall, you are a second offender. Your first offense was simple robbery. You did 5 years for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about, you've been in jail 25 years for this. Tell us what you've done what programs you've taken since you've been in jail.
Well, I took a few classes since I've been in jail, and the one I didn't know I have. And reenter, I took 8 hours of reenter at Wynn Correction Center. Here, I couldn't take no reenter because I'm not closer to getting out. And so the other 20 hours of reentry, I couldn't take it. Then stress management, victim awareness, I took them. And another one, I took that one too. I have some records there. When they transferred me from Wynn Correction Center, I didn't get them here. And so they're still in progress. I'm trying to get them.
So you mentioned victim awareness. Tell me what you learned out from that program.
Well, victim awareness, I learned that sometimes you have to walk away from things. You have to compromise with things, not within you, outside of you. You got to compromise with other people. You got to compromise. Then you got to respect other people as much as you want them to respect you. And a victim awareness, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, good. Did you? You didn't mention anger management, but I believe you took some anger management class.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you learn in that?
Well, I learned how to control your anger, and when other people started getting angry at you, you sort of be quiet, walk away. That don't mean you be scared or afraid of, but you be, getting out the way of them, so you don't know what they were gonna do. So you're gonna try to defend yourself if they act up on you. So anger management, that's a good course to take. So I learned from that too.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I want to just comment on your institutional record. Looks pretty good. You have what I saw, one write-up, one DB in 2011. Is that accurate?
2011?
Yeah.
Well, it might have been 2011. I thought it was about 2008 or 9 or somewhat like that. It might have been 2000.
Well, maybe I made a wrong note, but it was a low court write-up.
Yeah, it's a long time. But that write-up, I didn't deserve to get that because she said I was smoking. When I wasn't smoking, I was giving the guy another light.
That was 2011, Mr. Knox, March 8th, 2011 at Wynn Correctional Center.
All right, great. Thank you. Tell me what your plan would be if you would be successful today. Where would you go?
Where would I go? Jonesboro, Louisiana. I'll go to Jonesboro, Louisiana. Start me a garden out and back. To work, I'm 78 years old. People don't like to hire older people to work. And I do my best working around the house and going fishing, going to church, things like that. Then I was thinking about holding a small meeting with some teenagers, boys, try to teach them not to get into the wrong gang or coming to jail or stay out of jail, don't fool with drugs or nothing like that. That's what I was thinking about doing.
Where would you live?
Jonesboro.
With who?
Pardon me?
Who
would you live with?
It's a lady down there in Jonesboro. I've been knowing her from like the early 80s. Her name's Shirley Austin.
She's just a friend?
She's a friend. She's been with me ever since I've been in jail.
Where's she at today? Is she here? She's not with us today.
No, ma'am.
Did you tell her you were coming up for parole?
I told her about 4 months ago I was coming up for parole. I haven't talked to her lately.
All right, sir. Let me tell you what concerns me. And I voted for you last hearing. I was the only favorable vote you got. I don't know if you remember that, but I did vote for you because the warden had some good things to say about you. But I'm concerned because there's some information in the record that indicates there was in your relationship with Miss Yvonne, that you were manipulative, you like to control her, and there were some domestic abuse issues. Tell me about that.
Oh, the domestic abuse issue. Ma'am, we didn't have no domestic abuse issue there in our relationship.
Okay, all right.
Only thing she wanted to do was learn how to protect herself. That's all.
Okay.
You know, she asked me to show her, little things how to, get away from a predator or thing like that. I try to show her. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, sir. I don't have any other questions. Warden Goodwin, is there anything you can add?
No, ma'am, other than things we've already discussed. He's 78 years old, obviously does have some health issues. He is disabled, and we would help him with any applications for SSI or disability, things like that. He does have a residence plan submitted to live in Jonesboro, Louisiana with Miss Shirley Austin. He's taken some program. He got his GED back in 1980, and he took some programs while he was at Wynn Correctional Center. His conduct record is pretty good. He's excellent. Actually, you touched on that earlier. He's had one low court write-up since 2002, since he began his incarceration. So that's pretty remarkable. He's gone 20 years. He's very cooperative with staff. He's very mindful of rules and regulations of the institution. He's not a problem offender whatsoever. He's been here over 6 years, and he's really not an issue at all. I know the crime he committed, the crime he pled guilty to, is very serious, very significant in nature, and but as far as his institutional history, his institutional record, he's been a model prisoner throughout his incarceration, and he's very, very cooperative with staff and has a good attitude and very good demeanor.
Thank you, Warden Goodwin. Appreciate it. Ms. Teresa, could you introduce our guests that want to speak?
First, we will hear from Mr. Darren McGee, who's a victim.
Go ahead, Mr. McGee.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing?
Good.
What John has done, I don't think it's forgivable. After he was found guilty, he knew the consequences of it. And to hear him say it was just one of those things that happened, well, when we do stuff wrong, there's consequences, and it is just one of those things that happen. Teaching my mom how to defend herself with all the brothers she's had growing up, she didn't need that. John, even trying to give him the benefit of a doubt that, maybe you would sit up and tell the truth, there's nothing truthful that's coming out your mouth. And it just hurts because you took everything away from me, my sister. She has grandkids that she don't know about. She has 4 grandkids that graduated from college, one with a master's. She has her youngest at LSU right now. She has a son that did 22 years at a restaurant and broke out from that and started his own business. And I'm not too our horn. It's just the fact that my mom didn't see any of that because you decided that, hey, I'm gonna take her life. For what reason? A sneak attack drill. I don't know what else to say. No, John should stay locked up. Whether he's been a model prisoner or not, that just means that our tax dollars got a good. He's gonna do what he needs to do, and he won't be a bother to somebody. But John, no, I'm done.
Thank you, Mr. McGee.
Next, we will hear from Miss Marion Lewis, who's a victim.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. It's hard, and the things he was saying is not true. But Mama, he trying to teach Mama how to defend herself. Mama knew how to defend herself. She did, and the sneak attack, that's not true. It was one incident that this man, he had draw water in the tub and it sat there for a week because I used to live with them. and he just used to be so sneaky, and it just, no, he don't deserve to get out. And I asked mama, like she used to do CNA, and like she'll be hurting, so I'll rub her down because she used to love to sew, and I'll rub her down, and I'm like, mama, what's wrong? She like, well, I picked up a patient wrong. Was that he didn't never like hit her in the face because I was there, like I leave on weekends or however, but like, and then she'll be like, well, I don't know why he had the water in the tub, but then it came about he had put a towel around her neck. He was in the house, he twisted the towel, her thumbs was up under the towel, and he kept dipping her head in the water. She didn't tell nobody but me. So he tried this before and he didn't succeed, and she was just so scared that she didn't tell nobody. And I asked her, like, mama, we can tell her. She was like, no, he gonna kill me. He gonna kill me if I say something. And he did, but I thought my mama told my brother because I asked her, she promised that she was gonna tell him, but she didn't. And I mean, but no, he don't deserve to get out. He don't deserve it. He took her life. He said that he didn't deserve to get wrote up. My mama didn't deserve to get her life took. He was jealous. My mama used to go to church. She couldn't wear pants. He didn't want her to wear pants at all. She had to wear dresses all the time. It was bad. He don't deserve to get out. No, he needs to stay exactly where he is. He shouldn't have got out the first time. And my mama probably would have still been here. He's not a nice man. He was mean to me when I was a child. He's not a nice man. And that's all I have to say. And thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. Thank you. Mr. Hall, is there a statement you'd like to make to the panel before we vote?
I'm sorry about what had happened, and I hope it will never happen again. In the meantime, I learned my lesson since I've been locked up, and I thank God to let me live this long to see what people will do to you to keep you behind bars. They'll say anything they will do.
Don't go there, man.
With that.
Don't go there. Don't say that.
Yes.
Go ahead and finish your statement, but don't.
And I'm sorry about what things we happened now. That's all I can say. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Mr. Hall, I voted for you last time. And that was also based on some positive remarks, but I didn't like what I heard you say today. You're fortunate Warden Goodwin stopped you before you really stepped off in a really huge hole. I don't want a response from you. I'm just telling you what I think. I want to thank Ms. Lewis and Mr. McGee for joining us today and sharing your thoughts. And I know that took a lot of courage and rubbed some really raw wounds for you still. So thank you for your testimony is very important to us. Mr. Hall, I'm going to stick by my vote from last time.
Thank you.
Based on your age and your length of incarceration, I would add special conditions that you have absolutely no contact with any of the victim's family whatsoever, and that you have a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and that you enroll in an anger management class. I want you to enroll and complete an anger management class. I'm just one vote, so I'm going to defer to my colleagues. Ms. Wise?
Mr. Hall, this is, again, I want to thank the victim's family for their participation today. It's very valuable for you all to participate. Mr. Hall, this is my first time meeting you, and my vote is to deny due to the strong victim opposition and the law enforcement opposition. But again, that's just one vote. I just encourage you to reapply when you're eligible, and maybe retake victim awareness to become a little more aware. Spend some more time with that. Best wishes to you, sir.
Mr. Marabella.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Mr. Hall, this is a very tough case, and I'm on the fence. I can tell you that. I want to thank the family of the victim for speaking. Warden Goodwin had some very good comments for you. You kind of undercut those things. This is my first time hearing you and listening to you. And to be perfectly honest with you, when I read your report, I didn't buy the facts of the case. I mean, that's a far fetch for me that you were teaching her self-defense and it just was an accident. I don't buy that at all. Maybe that's just the way you've had to deal with that all your life while you've been in prison, and I accept that and I understand that. I'm glad the warden cut you off because you were really going to a bad place with the family of the victims in this case, and I've just got some serious doubts. I think you're 78 years old, and I realize that. I just think you need some more understanding of the victim's plight and those kinds of things. So my vote today is going to be to deny you, but encourage you to take victim awareness, and the next time you come back before the board, understand and realize and accept responsibility for what you did. So that's my vote today.
Thank you, Mr. Mirabella. So, Mr. Hall, you received one favorable vote, 2 votes to deny. So today your application for parole has been denied, sir.
Thank you.